How to become an overnight success. Here's the truth about it. There's no overnight success. But I'll give you the next best thing. The thing that let me get from a brokey making 5K a month to generating over 7 figures in pretty much 4 months' time. So, here's the thing. You have to first understand this. You always think that it's an overnight success, or you see people you know of, or someone on the internet, you see like, how come one night they are doing this, and the next thing you know, you start seeing them driving Lambos, seeing them on yachts, seeing them flexing watches, supercars, throwing money around. Why? Because we never see the struggle. Most people, what you see on Instagram, what you see online is typically the highlight reel of the person's life. And of course, seeing people win, seeing the success is more fun. That's what catches your attention. Nobody catches the struggle because fucking everybody is struggling, right? So with that out of the way, we've both agreed that there's no overnight success. Let's talk about what is the next closest thing, the best thing you can do to then get that overnight success. But to further drive this point home, understand that people like Mr. Beast, Ted, fucking The Rock, all of this, they may look like an overnight success, but that are all over decades of work being put in before something actually popped up. They've been making content for a long time, working on different things for a long time that nobody cared until it popped and everybody cares. So the formula I would use to get that overnight success first you have to know what is that big goal, right? What is it that you want to achieve? Is it losing, I don't know. Okay, losing weight wouldn't be an overnight success for a lot of people unless that's your struggle your whole life. But a lot of people, that would be money. Let's say you want to make 100K a month. How do you get there? The way I've been able to do what I did has always been breaking it down into something very small first. So you have the outcome that you want, outcome goal, and then next thing is to achieve the outcome, what steps you need to do consistently to be able to get to the outcome. And then I'll set progress goals from there. So for example, let's say you want to, I'll use the fitness business example, right? Let's say I want to get more clients. So one thing I need to do every day is to make content. I need to outreach to people. That is like the most basic, to get more leads, to get clients. So that is something that I need to do every day consistently. So a progress goal could be something like send 50 outreach messages a day, film 5 pieces of content a day. That is something like this. So it's very important to actually break something down into progress goal and then celebrate those progress goals day by day. Here's what I always did. I have that big goal, I break it down into small progress goals, and then basically every day is like my to-do list, right? I check it. If I complete everything, not if, when I complete everything on that list, which I do every single day without fail, I win the day. And here's the thing about winning. Winning makes you feel good, meaning winning makes you feel like a fucking winner. No one wants to feel like a loser. But you can't win that big home run in a day unless you win the fucking lottery. What you can control though is your actions every day. If you set yourself a list of progress goals, you achieve it, you win that day, you feel like a winner. That winning momentums then continue every single day, right? Every day you have that list of progress goals that you know if you do will get you closer to where you want to go. You win the day. You want to feel like a winner. You win the day, you win more, that winning compounds, and before you know it, it becomes an overnight success. And that is as simple as it can be. It's literally what I did. Have that big goal, whatever is it, break it down into things that you know if you do every single day, you will get there. Think of it as what can you do so much of, so consistently that it becomes impossible to fail. Don't even think of what can I do to achieve this. Think of what must you do to make it impossible to fail. Do it every day. Celebrate those small wins. It's very important to celebrate those small wins, small milestones. You're not going to jump to 100K overnight, but you could from 5K, 10K, 15, 30, 50, 75, 100, whatever. So that is very possible, and that's exactly how I did it. And with that, I also want to stress this one more time, that although I did get from 5 grand to generating over 7 figures in 4 months, it wasn't really in 4 months. Because when I analyze it back, what I realized was, to be able to do that, I had to go through all the lessons first. Fucking getting fired, getting shouted at, making you realize how much you hate being told what to do. And then, to get the connections needed to make the things happen, I needed to help people, provided value in terms of, for my skill, I was helping people with getting combat ready. So sharing those skills, being in the right places, networking, one guy connecting to another. All of this, if I were to count it, it's pretty much been a decade of work. So it's always a decade of work, of you working on yourself, self-mastery, always getting better and better, and before you know it, you become an overnight success because you don't quit. Simplify, there is no overnight success. But the fastest way to become an overnight success is to simply do what you're supposed to do every single day, that you know will move you closer. And the best work that you can do is the work on you. You working on you will make you better. And when you get better, your life get better. So, cheers to an overnight success. Cheers to a long, long road of lessons of building yourself up and eventually celebrating all that wins. Remember to celebrate the small wins, the big wins, and finally the home run. Peace.